Hello there, writerly people of the earth. My name is Zachary Steele. I am the founder and executive director of Broadleaf Writers Association in Atlanta, Georgia. And well, 2020 is not even halfway over yet. And it has been a year to remember, or perhaps, as we may decide, a year to forget, right? We've had wildfires in Australia, 4-foot carnivorous reptiles roaming wild in Georgia, murder hornets, the prediction of a highly active hurricane season, and all that on top of the COVID-19 pandemic. Enough already. I think this is where I'm supposed to say something that has to do with 2020 in hindsight, but to avoid the collective groan that would follow and probably undo all of the internet, I think I'll just avoid that for now. 2020 is also the 5th year of the Broadleaf Writers Conference, and we marched into this year with the grandest of visions and of celebrations to mark the occasion, planning for a weekend of fun and education and an opportunity for writers. From New York Times best-selling author Karen Abbott, comic book legend and author of Wolverine Origin Paul Jenkins, the master of storytelling Clay McLeod Chapman, the nutty but always fun Kimberly Jones, Tony Grooms, and many more. We've added another solid speaker list to inspire and educate. Add to that some new elements to paint some shiny new gloss to our annual event, like the YATL's pitch match, the query letter critique, and mentoring sessions with authors and literary agents. We had ourselves a grand plan for a fun and exciting weekend. What we didn't plan for was a pandemic that effectively restricted us all to our homes and created a need for social distancing for the greater good. Though we're all slowly inching our way back to normal, it's unavoidable to take a peek further into 2020 and see how this pandemic is going to affect everybody. For us, that obviously has everything to do with the 5th Annual Broadleaf Writers Conference. And because of that, and after a considerable discussion, out of an abundance of caution, we've made the decision to move the 5th Annual Broadleaf Writers Conference online. Now, why? I mean, that's a big question. It wasn't an easy decision, trust me, but it is the right one. Even in a best case scenario where life is returning somewhat to normal and the virus is somewhat suppressed, it's hard to anticipate that folks are going to want to gather in large groups by October. They may very well not even want to do it at all for the rest of the year. So for us, we had to make the decision and give ourselves plenty of time to set up a system and a structure that offers us the opportunity to not only give you the conference that we have before, but to even add some new elements that will benefit us and to benefit you. I mean, as with previous conferences, you're still going to get to choose between a multitude of panels and workshops, even breakout rooms where you can chat with other writers and some of our speakers as well. But for 2020, the added wrinkle, because we're going to be online, is that you're going to be able to get a recording of the conference. So for everyone who registers, you get a full recording of every single panel and every single workshop. And rather than having to make that decision as to which that you will attend and which that you will miss, you can now freely choose whichever one you want to witness and to learn from, and then later go back and watch the video of the same one if you want to, of different ones that you missed, or you can just sit there and watch the whole conference from start to end. Gonna be completely up to you. You can do it whenever you like. Also, for 2020, we have reduced the cost of attendance to a flat rate of $175. With your registration, you will have access to both days of panels and workshops and their recordings, and will be able to schedule a one-on-one pitch session with an agent, as well as a one-on-one mentoring session with an agent or author. You're also going to have access to breakout rooms of some of our speakers to chat with, and rooms with other attendees with whom you can meet and discuss your work. And you know what, if you choose to do it all in your PJs, we're not going to judge, because we may very well be in our PJs too. You know, sit at home, be comfortable, grab some coffee, open the Cheetos. Just remember to keep your audio off so we don't hear you crunching, and enjoy yourself. You know, relax, safe at home, no travel, no gas, no worrying about what you're going to eat for lunch or what time you're going to get home. Just enjoy the entire weekend with us. We insist on the highest quality for our conference, whether it's in person or this year online, and we want every attendee to gain or to grow from their experience and to meet new friends and to make new mentors that they can carry on with them for as long as they possibly can. We want you to be inspired and challenged to be the best writer you can be, and this year will be no different. In fact, in many ways, I kind of expect that this year is going to give opportunities to writers that didn't exist before, and also gives us an opportunity to exceed the standards that we have created, and to learn to incorporate some new elements of this technology into future conferences for not just the folks that attend, but for those who cannot. In the coming weeks, we'll have further information on the structure for this year's conference, as well as further information on how it's going to all work with going to rooms and such and so forth. But in order to stay on top of that, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our YouTube channel for further updates. And do make sure that you've signed up for our newsletter, which you can do off of our website. And speaking of, if you want more information about the 5th Annual Broadleaf Writers Conference or to register, just visit broadleafwriters.com, or you can find our event on Universe. The registration will be fully open Monday, June the 1st, at which time we'll also have our schedule of panels and workshops available for you to review. But if you do have any questions, concerns, or comments about the conference, please feel free to email me. You can email me at Zach, Z-A-C-H, at broadleafwriters.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever. Just ask whatever questions you have, and I'll be happy to answer them. In the meantime, keep writing, keep hope up, and we hope to see you this October online.